Streaming. Hey there. Hi everyone, it's Brenda from Creative Treats Club. I believe this is now recording, so hopefully all will be good. Just going to put my keypad out of the way and get started. Today we are going to be making this cute little penguin here. Isn't he cute? I've got the instructions up over there, and I've got the wrong thing on my thing. I've got the thing for the next project showing on my work surface, but lo and behold, here's the proper kit. In the kit, most of the kits, actually I'm just going to change this over to my work surface so you can see a little bit better. There's a bit of batting that you can stand your penguin up on. There is a piece of cardboard cut to make a stand for the penguin. Put that aside. There is a base, not a base, but a, what would I call this? The template for adhering the penguin pieces into place, and some foam, not some foam, from some cardboard to give it some extra dimension behind it and rigidity to hold it up. And then we have the actual back of the penguin, and we've got some pieces for the hat and some feet. The little pieces are adhered here, and then a whole bunch of circles because we want to make, if you can see here, actually I'll try to put this in here so you can kind of see what we're doing. And then the other thing that we have got going in here, I'll just dump them all over, are a whole bunch of circles. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start by gluing on circles onto the pieces of the hat. The hat goes in this orientation, so the pom-pom is going to be as you're looking down on it on your work surface to the left. And this little, I think it doesn't matter too much. If you can check the orientation of your pieces by putting them onto this template here. So if you've got your template, your beige template, which is cut just, is it cut exactly to size? It's cut just a smidgen smaller. So you can position your guy. I think he's actually, there's a little bit of a bump here, so you can put him on the left. And then this guy, I think, should fit. Oh, no, that's totally wrong. It should go the other way. It should go like that. So there's a little bump here that goes out over there. And then this, I think, fits on quite nicely, if I'm not mistaken, like that. So you need these facing the right way, and then this is going to go like this. And what else do we have? Oh, this piece here. This little piece, I'll show you. This small piece, it tucks, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it tucks right there. So I'm not going to put any circles on it. But this piece here, which is going to tuck in like this here, I'm going to put circles on all of these pieces here. And I'm going to have some of the circles hanging off the edge. So I'm going to just, from my little supply kit, get out my glue, and I'm going to go to town gluing on all of these little circle pieces. They're glittery, so you'll want to put a little bit of glue on the back and then stick them down pretty randomly around. And oops, that's a little bit too much. If you get too much, you can always take another piece and stick it down. Oh, now I've got it. Anyway, clearly it's been a little while since I've been doing some gluing, so sorry about that. Put this here, and I'll get a little bit more glue. So you want some of them to hang off the edge, and then we're going to go around afterwards and cut that. I'll get some of this extra glue. One of the things with this particular glue, I like this glue a lot, but it does leave your fingers pretty sticky, like a lot of glue. But the other thing that it does is it has a little bit of a sheen to it. when it oozes out. Anyway, so we'll have a bit of a shiny spot on our hat right there. And let's see, I'll put this one here. I want some of them hanging off. So you just go around. You could, if you wanted to, position them first and then go back and glue them. Might have been a better idea. I don't remember quite how I did this one. I'll show you. This little hat is right here. Put him in like this so you can see him a little bit. Isn't he cute peeking up there? Peeking in there? All right, let's get going with sticking these guys on here. And I think everything's good. 5 minutes in. It's already 5 minutes. And it's Thursday again. Happy Thankful Thursday, everyone. I hope you've had a great day and have at least a couple of things to be thankful for. And even better, I hope maybe you've reached out to people, a few people in your life, and sent them a little thank you text or a phone call or a card or something like that to tell them how much you appreciate them in being in your life or something that they've done for you. Yeah, so that is what I recommend that you do on a Thankful Thursday. One of the things that I'm thankful for today, I had a couple of friends over, which was really a lot of fun. I'm going to start a little bit of a cooking club. So we had lunch and did some cooking, some new recipes. I'm interested in trying to get more protein and vegetables into myself and a lot less carbohydrates. So those were kind of the guidelines, although they weren't mandatory, for the recipes that we were going to try out today. So everyone brought a few little, or one little thing to share for lunch, and then we brought some recipes with ingredients and made the recipes, and then we each went home with a little bit from each of the recipes that everyone made. So it was actually quite a lot of fun. So I'm going to try to do that a little bit more, get some nice, healthy, tasty food into my fridge and freezer. So I really enjoyed it. So that I am thankful for. My friends coming over and hanging out with me. A couple of them were sick, unfortunately. One recently had COVID, so she was staying home. And then the other had a COVID shot recently, and that didn't sit very well with her, so she had to hang out at home as well because she was too sick and didn't feel like coming over and socializing and cooking with us. Anyway, most of our little circles are getting used up. I know this is a little bit of a long process, but you can decide where you want to stick them, and you actually don't need to make the scarf polka dots quite as dense. If you want, you can just make them a little bit more spread apart if you'd rather. The other thing that I'm just thinking of, you see here, the size of this hat that's showing out compared to the size of this. So I've actually just realized that it's kind of a little bit of a waste, these lower dots that I'm putting on. Sorry, I should have thought to tell you that a little bit sooner, but that's how it goes when I'm instructing, because I always forget a few details. But we'll go and put a few little polka dots on this piece here. Oops, and this is like off the screen. Wow, I'm really out of practice at making these videos. But time will improve. If I do this every week, it'll be really great. We'll get a little bit better. I've got curling again tonight, but it's the 7:30 time slot, not the 6 time slot, so I have a little bit more time to make this video. One more little polka dot. Maybe I'll put it over here, and we'll hope for the best. So once you get your little polka dots glued on there, you will have some of them sticking off the edge. So you'll take your scissors and turn it over and just, I don't know if you can see the white on white, but I'm just going to trim the edge of the pieces that are hanging over off. Do that. I'll do this one next because they've been sitting there a little bit longer. I find it easier to turn the piece over and do that. So I'll put that there, put that one there, cut that there, cut this, and all these nice ones at the bottom of this hat are going to be covered up, but that's just how it goes. And we'll do this like that. And this one here, there's a bit of oozy glue there, so oops. And a guy hanging on. Ooh, got stiff hips. And we've got some, anyone have any New Year's resolutions or habits they're trying to do? I'm trying to do strength work and some body weight and a little bit of weights and some running. So my hips are sore now. Okay, now we've got those in place. We can start assembling the penguin itself. In order to do this, what order do we want to do this in? Forgetting right now. Okay. Oh yes, we need to stick our feet on here first. That's the first thing that you should do. So there is a little bit of a rough guideline right here at the bottom to put your feet. So you can just stick them there. And let's see, have that overlap a little bit. Right, like that is how the penguin's feet are going to be, and then the body is going to go here like that, and they're going to stick out like that. So I'll put a little bit of glue right at the very top, because this, in order to fit the template and the cricket, I could only have a little bit of it showing. Here I had to cut it off, otherwise anyway, the piece of paper was not big enough to hold it. So we'll put that little foot there. And then I think we can put our penguin here in place. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue on it, put that penguin in place. The instruction sheets are going to be going out to all of the participants in my class as well, so they can look there for the order of doing things, but I'm just going to stick that down. I'm just kind of centering it, making sure that trying to adjust it to get this little template to not show. A white work surface is not the best one to work on. Oh well. Anyway, if you can see here, I've got that sticking out a bit. I'm just going to go by with my scissors and cut that off if you don't get your template lined up that well underneath. All right, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to, what we need to do is we need to get this face into place. But the face is quite cute if a little bit of this black sticks down. So what I recommend that you do is you roughly position this here, and then you can take your hat piece that's going to go here and put it roughly in place where it's going to go. And you'll just make sure that a little bit of that black is showing on either side of the eyes, where the eyes are going to go. So I've got some glue on the back of this now, and I've got that loosely in place, and then I can stick this down here, and then I can go in and I can stick, oops, got a little piece of the cut off polka dot stuck. There we go. Get rid of that. Put some glue on the back of here. Let's see where this goes. I think this goes right about like that. As you can see, we're going to be covering up quite a bit of that hat. We can put this pom-pom in place. Just trying to think about which way it goes. I think it's better to do it like that, maybe. So we'll put some glue on this. Put it here. One thing that I want to note is when you're gluing the hat on top of some glittery circles, you'll want to make sure that you use enough glue. I think that seems to be the trick with adhering things on top of glitter, is you need to have enough glue. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue on the back of this. So I guess I should put it down here so the focus is a little bit better there. This is really awful, the white on white. And we'll put that there. if I can just put this under so you can see it a little bit better. So again, I've kind of messed this up a little bit, but I don't think it's going to matter too much. I've got some of my template sticking out the side here, so I'm just going to take my scissors and cut. Oops. Need to make sure I don't cut the hat, but I just need to cut. There we go. So that solved that problem. That's good. Oh, look at that. And I have a couple of these little things that I thought were glued on that I just positioned them on. So I'm going to go back in and glue those. Oops, too much glue. So I'll pick up a bit of glue from that, tuck that under there. Maybe tuck this under here. And sometimes also when you're trying to hold, you might need to hold down with, I don't know, a weight of some type, even just your scissors. Could be something to hold the weight a little bit while you're getting your glue to set. Put one more little dot here, and I'll trim that off later. Okay, so you can see that. Now what we have to put in place is the scarf. So this scarf is going to go about like that, I would say. And then this piece here, let me move it up so you can see. This piece here, I'll put this guy over here. Actually, let me just see. I've got it zoomed in so you can see a little bit better, but it makes it a little bit tight on my work surface because my computer base is right here. So I'll just slide that there. So this is going to overlap. Okay, so you're going to put that in place on the template like that. I might need to cut. Oh yeah, so you'll have a little bit extra showing right here. You see that beige bit right there? That's where that this little blue piece goes right there. So this is going to go here on top like that, and then this is going to stick just slightly under here. So you'll want to kind of position all these pieces before you do the gluing, and then but you'll need to glue them in the appropriate order. So I guess what I'll do is I'll glue this one now, and if you glue it quick enough, there should still be a little bit of wiggle room. And also if you don't glue everything like totally to the edge, that can also allow you to tuck a little piece underneath if you need to. So I'll stick this on top like that. Next. You can't see this little guy here. There he is. Ah! Getting glue everywhere. Put this here. And now I will tuck this one here under here. Right like that. And then I can take this piece here and sort of work it into the space under here. Put a little bit of glue on that, and it should glue onto that silhouette piece that we have. Right here, put that right in there and glue it into place. And then my hands are getting so sticky. We'll figure out this nose. Let's see. It's not exactly a perfect triangle, so you may want to play around with it a little bit and see which is the longer edge. I think I'm going to put it like that. I wish I had. I wonder if I've got my little pick. I'm going to use this little pick here. That might help me get things in place. And then these two eyes I'm going to put there. So I'm loosely positioning them. And then I'm going to put a little bit of glue. You can either put the glue like that on where you want to put the eye, or you can put a little bit of glue on the back of the eye and then stick it down where you want it to go. And I don't know, this nose seems a little bit funky, but we'll put it down like that. I don't know. there we go. So that's mostly how our penguin is looking. And then that nose is slipping a little bit. The other thing we'll do is this is another piece that I've cut out of cardboard. So you can put a bit of glue on this edge here, side. And I've got it such that this is the top of the hat. And then you can just stick your penguin down on it like that. And that is going to give you some extra support. And then we can attach our piece so that the penguin stands up. So that's going well. And then we have our piece of foam, or not foam, of cardboard. Now the way we're going to put this together, let me just see. Okay, there we go. So this piece that has the two pieces of double-sided adhesive that are there, they're going to stick right there. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take our pick and peel those off, and then I'm going to stick that, let's see, let me get this here. Going to stick that down there like that. So we've got this kind of shape, and then we've got some two-sided adhesive here, and we're going to peel that off, and we're going to stick it on the back of the snowman piece like that. If you can, oops, if you can see, I'm going to peel this off. I'm going to stand the penguin up, and I'm just going to kind of slide that into place. And there we have it, a penguin that will hopefully stand up. And then what I did with my piece of batting here, I cut a slit in it, and so that I can slide the base of my penguin through like that, and then he can just stand up on a little iceberg, shall we say, or ice floe or something like that. That is all that I have for you for this video today. I'll step a little bit further back so you can see him. So I hope you've had fun watching me put together this polka dot penguin, and I'll give you a sneak peek for the next video that I'm going to make. We have some cards that are made with this same little cricket shape, but they are card size. And this one isn't quite totally assembled, but here he is. That's the cute little penguin. There's one with a red scarf, and there's one with a blue scarf. So next video coming up soon after I go eat my dinner, and well, it's 10 to 6. We'll see. I might have time to put these cards together before I go to curling. Otherwise, I'll do them sometime in the next week or so. I wish you all a wonderful rest of your Thankful Thursday, and I hope that you've got lots to be thankful for. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.